We are live.
But I'm taking the first question, Vic.
And then motherfucker cuts in like usual. We're live on Underground Wicked Radio, interviewing JJ Demon, Juggalo News official radio. And I guess, DJ Mama's boy, you could take the first question. Go for it.
Good, Vic. Okay. I twisted this question up a bit. All right.
Okay.
Since this is somewhat of a political type of thing, I mean, we're going to be talking about the Juggalo March to an extent.
Right.
Okay. I usually ask a question about kill, marry, fuck type thing. But I'm going to switch it up. Okay?
Okay.
If you're a political type person.
Perfect for politics, dude. Politicians are constantly fucking, marrying, and killing people. Mm-hmm. I mean, almost exclusively, that's what they do.
I know, but see, this is your opinion.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, I sat here and twisted it around. Okay. Instead of fuck, marry, kill, it's who you voted for to an extent out of the three names I'm going to give you. Okay. Who you did not vote for, and who would you like to see go longer than just 8 years? Okay. I'm going to give you. Okay, I'm going to give you three names. Okay, and I want your opinion on each one, and I want at least two pros and cons for what you see and what you think will happen.
All right. Well, before you do, you said before you go, you said who would I want to see do more than 8 years? You said. Yes,
the term. Their president.
Okay.
Who would you like to see?
Okay. Well, before we even start on that, I wouldn't want to see anyone do more than 8 years, even if I really, really like the person, because I don't want to see this country turn into a monarchy. Even if it was okay.
It's
right.
Just a
I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to throw out Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump. Okay. Now remember now out of those three, who would you have voted for, who you did not vote for, or would I never vote for, and who would you like to see go longer? It's just hypothetical.
All right. Well, right off the bat, just full disclosure, I did vote for Barack Obama twice. Now that does not mean that I agree with all of his policies, but of the two people to choose from, he was the closest to what I wanted to see happen. And, my vote turned out to be a good one because he wasn't a bad president. He didn't do what I want to see done with the country, which is move way, way further to the left. But he did enough. I mean, I have health care because of him. So we have an Iran deal because of him. We're getting closer to some peace over there because of him. But Trump's trying to undo all that. So, I mean, Bill Clinton is just a neoliberal piece of shit. Like, if you're trying to do the black and white Republican Democrat thing, like, yeah, he's a Democrat. He was better for the economy, but he did some really fucking bad shit. Like, he drafted the 90s crime bill. Him and his wife, Hillary, drafted the 90s crime bill with Joe Biden, who was the vice president for Barack, which put thousands upon thousands of African Americans in prison for way longer than they ever needed to be in jail. It destroyed families. It destroyed communities. So it's hard for me to just strictly abide by the rules of your question because I really don't like fucking any of them. 100%. Now, if you would have said Bernie Sanders, now we'd be talking. We'd be moving more in my direction. You know what I'm saying, Lord Chaos? But
yeah, I got you.
You mentioned two neoliberals. You mentioned two neoliberals, Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, and then you mentioned a babbling, idiotic reality TV white supremacist buffoon, Donald Trump, who's just more of a piece of shit than we even were predicting he would be, and he continues to get worse and worse. So, I don't know how to.
The only reason why I asked you this is the simple fact that you would go into detail. Okay. Yeah. I'm not trying to sit here and say, yes, I know who they are, so on and so forth. I do know who they are, but I want to hear your opinions on if you would vote for that person, if you would not vote for that person or if you wanted a continuous term. That's all I wanted.
Okay. Well, yeah, so, I mean, obviously I wouldn't vote for Bill Clinton again. Well, I couldn't vote for Bill Clinton or Barack Obama again at all, legally. But in this scenario, in this fantasy scenario, I also probably, I mean, it would depend who they were up against. I'm going to vote for the lesser of two evils because that's the way shit works. But I'm not going to be happy about it. Like, I voted, I'm kind of embarrassed, but not really embarrassed to say that I voted for Hillary Clinton. But when you look at what the alternative was, it was a very scary thing to realize that a big fat child was going to be given the keys to America and the nuclear codes. And that scared the shit out of me, especially when he said that he was going to take all of our health care away. He was going to build a fucking wall on the southern border that was going to cost $100 billion. He was going to basically cause war with Iran by ripping up the Iran deal. He was going to reverse all the progress we've made on climate change. He was going to reverse all the progress we've made on LGBTQ rights. And he's doing all that. He's fucking up all the progress we've made in all of these areas. And that was horrifying to me. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going all in. I'm supporting Hillary, and I'm even going online, and I'm going to be one of those fucking Hillary bros that talks about how great she's going to be, even though I didn't fucking really believe it. But, you know, I said what I had to say to try to move the dial as much as I possibly could, but she still lost because she was a terrible fucking candidate. She lost to the worst piece of shit that ever ran for president. So, I mean, you know, and it's because this country is fucked up. And we have our heads up our fucking asses, and we should have allowed Bernie to win the primary, and he would now be the president, and we wouldn't be worrying about whether we're going to lose our health care tomorrow, because we'd be passing the health care for all bill. Probably not, but
yeah. I'm going to jump in real quick. I'm going to sit here and say, I don't recall who the hell I voted for when it was Hillary and Trump, but I will tell you this. I said, fuck them both. I threw them both out the window, and I voted for somebody else. I think it was that other candidate that you were talking about, that Bernie Sanders, I think it was, or
Bernie wasn't in the general election. The general election was Hillary and Trump were the two that had a shot at winning, and then it was Gary Johnson, the libertarian guy, who's basically a Republican except he wants to legalize weed, and then there was Jill Stein, who was the Green Party candidate, who was kind of the closer to what I believe, but she had no chance of winning, so it would have been a waste of a vote pretty much. But I no longer condemn people that voted third party because I don't know. I don't believe in condemning that anymore. It's like vote for who you want to vote for, you know? But
I believe you. I voted. I don't know who the hell I voted for, but like I said, I just threw Hillary and Trump out the window. I don't care if
you just walk
downhill.
You just walked in there and started like pressing buttons. You just pulled your hat down over your eyes and you just started pounding on the fucking screen.
Sounds like something he'd do. We've got Eddie Boone.
I did not do that.
How's it going, homie? Why don't you ask JJ Demon a question, and we're going to be getting into the Juggalo March. Actually, why don't you ask him his opinion on the march?
Well, yeah, actually, I want to know your opinion on that because I've been really busy lately with my career and shit like that, and I haven't been able to have a chance to keep up on shit because I raised my son by myself and shit like that. But what is your opinion on this whole march, bro?
On the Juggalo March?
Yeah.
Well, I've always been kind of like peripherally involved with the Juggalo world. I've been on this show a bunch of times. I don't even know how many times, 4 or 5, right? Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and I kind of have a little bit of a Juggalo fan base, and me and Whitney have worked together a bunch of different times. But the first time that I really got involved in Juggalo causes was when this whole march was kind of snowballing, because there's a similar, we have a common cause we're fighting for. This is make no mistake about it. The Juggalo March was an anti-fascism march. That's what the Juggalos are fighting against. Whether it's been explicitly put forth in that way, I haven't seen it. I didn't see it really marketed in that way. You don't market a march, but you know what I mean. It's the wrong choice of words. But this is anti-fascist. This is Antifa stuff. This is DSA, Democratic Socialists of America type stuff. This is fighting for freedoms that the government is trying to take away from you guys. So we have a common cause. So in that way, I consider myself 100% in an alliance with the juggalos, because people on the far left like myself, this is the same thing that we're fighting against. So
definitely. I'm for real with the Juggalo movement and the Juggalo March. I know a little bit about it, and I'm myself in the Juggalo, and just the way that they're doing us, like the government in general, with the bullshit about we a gang and all that shit. They won't let us be us. We have to be classified as a violent, hostile movement. Like, right. Last time I checked, I ain't see 300 fucking juggalos face painted in Miami, Florida, where I'm from, gang banging and fucking doing gang wars with the Bloods or the Crips.
Right. And that's the thing. When you get classified as a gang that way by the FBI, that has all sort of effects that trickle down on you, that just walking around with your face painted or with an ICP shirt on or the Hatchet Man tattoo, that can all of a sudden make you a target for law enforcement. And all of a sudden you're getting unfairly scrutinized. Yeah, you're getting unfairly scrutinized.
And I got the Hatchet Man tattooed on my arm, and I got locked up 6 months ago. And now in the state of Connecticut, I'm under gang related activity, and all for the fact of that. And I told the cops, I was like, yo, you want to know about some real gangbangers? I can show you some real gangbangers. I have never, ever seen a juggalo walk up into a bank by himself and just start shooting people for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen juggalos run through and try to take over whole neighborhoods because they feel like they need to control it.
And the FBI, and the FBI admits too that juggalos of the close to 1 million juggalos there are in America, that about 10% of them may be involved in criminal activity. Now, if you take a sampling of any group, you take a sampling of any group, you will find 10% of them have criminal records of some kind. So,
all right, let's talk about Wall Street. Let's talk about Wall Street. How many of them are in the criminal activity, fucking embezzlement and, fucking grand larceny and shit like that? None of them are gangbangers. None of them are juggalos. They're all high-class fucking blue-collar people, but they're still committing crimes.
And that is the real enemy. The real enemy are the rich white men in the suits. But that's not the enemy that America wants to fight. That's, because they're the ones keeping everything moving the way it's because it's not even because of that. It's because that enemy is good at making sure that we stay divided, and how they do that is by creating race wars and false flag shootings to keep one race down on another so that we keep fighting each other. If we all would give up this hatred and racism shit and we stood up together as civilians, we could take back our country, but nobody wants to do that because they're all blinded by what the media wants to show them. Yeah. And kind of a part of what you said, is true. The way that now you'll see, even the so-called liberal media, you'll see, well, they'll show you the violence that the Nazis are very actually committing in our streets. It's very real. But then they go, oh, but let's look at the other side, and they look at the groups like Antifa, and they try to paint Antifa as being a violent hate group as well, when Antifa are literally the ones showing up and standing between the Nazis and the civilians and taking the punches for the civilians. And so what you're saying is true in a sense that they create an enemy that doesn't exist. The Nazis are there. We all know they're there.
Any movement since the beginning of time that is giving out knowledge and wisdom eventually gets labeled as a hate group, from the Black Panthers all the way to Black Lives Matter when it started. Look at Black Lives Matter when it first started. It was all a peace organization trying to spread knowledge for a race. That way they weren't treated unequally, and it turned into a black KKK.
Well, the media says they're a black KKK. They're
I mean to the point of you got Black Lives Matter people, like certain members. Like, I'm not down in the whole organization because me myself, I stand for Black Lives Matter. I agree with everything you're about. But you see some members that go to the extreme and they'll jump white people and shit like that. Or I've seen the other day that a Black Lives Matter member shot a white person. Like, there wasn't even an altercation pre-hand. 20 witnesses said the kid just pulled out a gun and shot white dude at the bus stop.
Damn.
know what I'm saying? So every peace organization, any organization or movement that has ever started knowledge has their extremists that are willing to fight on a super severe level because of how much they are committed to it.
Well,
and that's what gets us put into these organizations. No, I'll tell you.
There's no part of the movement for Black Lives that wants white people dead or white people oppressed in any way. Like, that's just not part of their platform. If somebody individually killed a white person and the media tried to ascribe the Black Lives Matter moniker to him, that's a shame. But there's no effort by anyone in the Black Lives Matter organization to hurt anyone. They know that would hurt their cause, and it's not what they're trying to do. So any media that's telling
I'm not going to say that there's not one single member that not is. I'm going to say the movement itself is not for violence. But I am going to, like I said, there are those certain people, no matter what movement you talk about, whether it's Black Lives Matter all the way down to juggalos, there are them certain members who are about violence. Like, as far as it goes, I'm from Florida. The day that we became a gang in Florida was the day that 3 high school kids painted their face and went and killed their band teacher in Cape Coral, Florida.
Good Lord.
Right. Okay. So, but you as a juggalo, you would denounce them and you would say they are not juggalos. You would say that but that still puts a bad part on it still makes us look bad. Like, at the end of the day, like, all right, so there are good cops out there, but all these nasty cop videos, automatically any cop you see, automatically you're on the defensive. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, it shouldn't be like that. Yeah.
If there's a white boy walking through a cracked out neighborhood, it shouldn't be every 8 out of 10 white people you see in that neighborhood are crackheads. You shouldn't judge somebody until you start dealing with them.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a problem with over-policing in this country right now as well. But that's another thing, and that's something that kind of one of the things that I'm going to touch on and off while we're talking is the Democratic Socialists of America, and that's who work hand in hand with the movement for Black Lives. And something that we absolutely 100% want to do is, top-down restructuring the police forces, and a top-down restructuring of the police forces and the prison system, complete overhaul, getting rid of private prisons, all that bullshit. All it does is incentivize police to make arrests, to put people in jail for long sentences. This is all shit that I'm trying to hopefully get juggalos on board with, because we have a cause in common.
No, I feel you. I feel that. I agree with that.
All right, guys, we're going to cut over to a song. Before we do, JJ Demon, why don't you tell us about this one? Am I
Which one is
this
it?
Right? Yellow.
Oh, Yellow Nautica?
There we go.
Yeah, Yellow Nautica. This actually has to do with the media and how all the media is talking about is Trump and his involvement with Russia and all that bullshit. And it's like, okay, yeah. Take care of that. But at the same time, he's trying to take my health care away every single fucking day. Why don't we do something about that? Why don't we come at him based on what he's actually trying to do to us right now and not some bullshit fucking conspiracy that took place a year and a half ago? That shit's going to happen. The FBI is conducting an investigation. They're going to get to the bottom of it, but let's talk about how he's trying to take away my health care. Let's talk about how my daughter goes to school. They're teaching her shit out of the Bible instead of shit out of the science textbook. Let's talk about things of that nature. So yeah, that's what Yellow Balloon's about. Or Yellow Nautica, rather.
Yellow Balloon. Now he's thinking about a balloon song that he's got. We'll be back.
Yeah, well, Yellow Balloon is a deep cut, an old one.
That's a good song, too. By the way, before we cut to this, my favorite song, and he hates this song, tells me all the time, is still the phone song. Just got to throw that out there.
Of course.
It's still my most popular song ever. It has like 1 million fucking views.
That it does. We'll be back.
Okay.
We are back on Underground.
Yeah, she knew her
Radio.
shit.
You're good. Interviewing DJ Demon. DJ Demon.
DJ Demon,
look at
you
that.
did it again.
We're talking
DJ
about
fucking
DJs.
Candy Bar.
Damn it, man. Fucking DJ Skittles, I'm gonna call myself tonight.
Now,
Yeah,
Snickers? Okay. Sorry, JJ. I'm going to cut in. I'm going to sit and defend you.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's not DJ Demon. Okay, even though yes, that is a badass name.
Yes, it is.
It's JJ, you punk.
You know what? I have accidentally called myself DJ Demon before. Like, just getting ahead of myself, talking to people. People will ask me just, out in public when I tell them I'm an artist, a singer, songwriter, whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's the name of your band?" That's what they always say. "What's the name of your band?" And I always be like, "It's JJ Demon." And I'll occasionally slip and say DJ Demon, and then I come off like I should have fucking dreadlocks and an upside down visor on or something.
So, Sammy, you've been awful quiet over there. Why don't you ask JJ Demon a question or talk about the march a little bit? What's your opinion on the march?
Shit, the march was amazing.
Absolutely.
Do what?
Did you go?
I did go. That's why I lost my voice.
Hell yeah.
Did you see Antifa down there?
See who?
Antifa, the anti-fascist group, the guys that wear the masks, and they had the big "fuck Nazis" flag. And
I don't remember.
No. Oh, was it one of those marches where you don't really hear too good?
Too stoned.
It was fun. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked to my friend yesterday who went down there, another socialist. And he was there with a group of Democratic socialists, and they were actually handing out stickers of the Hatchet Man with Bernie Sanders' hair and glasses on. When we get, I'll post a picture of it online when I'm done. But yeah, man, they're down there making the push, trying to get, because a lot of juggalos probably just don't vote, and it's not out of laziness or necessarily not being misinformed. It's more just because they probably don't give a shit about either of these candidates. They look at Donald Trump and they look at Hillary Clinton. They don't see anything they fucking care about or want, and that's why we're trying to reach out to them and be like, listen, Bernie Sanders, the motherfucker wanted to give you free health care for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? He wanted to make sure that once you got a job, you were able to keep that job forever. And if they fired you, you would be compensated for that. He wanted to make sure your kids could go to college for free. Like, Bernie Sanders was trying to literally reach into your life and make it better. So that's kind of why we had people down there, just kind of being like, well, you guys got beef with the FBI. They're being fascist. Well, that shit comes from the whole thinking of Donald Trump, that sort of Donald Trump mindset of, we control people by dividing them. We control people through this law and order bullshit where we put them in prisons and we separate them and we categorize them according to the clothes they wear and the music they listen to and the tattoos they have. And we're trying to show you, like, there's another way. And there is a political party in this country that is trying to do away with that way of thinking, and it's the Democratic Socialists of America, the DSA. So there's that. That's my spiel. That's my spiel on that.
All right, I'm gonna cut in. That's what happened when I went to go vote. Okay, I didn't care about Hillary. I did not care about Donald Trump. Like I said earlier, I literally threw them out the window and I just randomly voted for a person. I don't recall who I voted for, but I did not put my head down, just hit random buttons. I actually looked. I'm gonna vote for this person. No one really cares for this person. I'll vote for someone that no one else voted for.
Hey, Mama's boy.
You gave him a pity vote?
We're going to cut over and take some questions now for some fans.
Okay, good.
JJ Demon, what was the first song you ever wrote, and have you published that song?
Well, no, because the first song I ever wrote was in second grade when I was 8 years old. And our teacher asked us to do some kind of assignment. I don't even remember what it was. And I remember, like, at the time, I used to listen to Criss Cross. And I just tried to write a song like how Criss Cross wrote their song. So it was a rap song that I performed in front of my whole class. But I don't remember obviously what it was about. But yeah, so no, that's never been published because it no longer exists.
Lord Chaos.
It exists, you just don't recall. Okay.
What's that?
I said you don't remember. The thing is, it exists, but you don't recall what the words were or how it went.
Of course not. No. Like, I've written stuff this year that I don't know the words to. I mean, so.
All right. Now, JJ Demon, I gotta get back to the interview, so I'm gonna ask you.
Absolutely.
Okay. You're trapped on an island. Okay.
Oh no! How did I get there?
A plane crash. Okay, you're the only one left.
Are there tigers? I don't like tigers.
I don't know.
Unless they're like baby tigers, unless they're young tigers that don't know of the taste of human flesh yet. Actually, maybe no tigers on this island know of flesh.
There's JJ Demon's next music video, riding in on a tiger.
No, I'm just wearing 2 baby tigers as shoes.
But anyways.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, you're trapped on this island. How you got there? A plane crash. Okay, you're the only survivor. Sadly.
Yes. Yeah. Finally, peace.
But for how long? That is the question. Okay. That's
okay.
You can bring 3 items. Okay. You can bring 1 album. However you're going to play it is up to you. 1 person.
Well, that's kind of important because if I can only bring 3 items, one of them's not going to be an album because it's going to be something where I could build some sort of a device that will help me get off this goddamn island and back to civilization and my family.
But see, hold on. Okay, this is not.
I'm not going to grab Thriller.
Okay. Now hold on. Okay. 1 person, 1 food group. Okay. Like I said, you're trapped on this island for the rest of your life.
A person?
What you do on there?
Wait, I thought he was alone.
Yeah, I feel like this question's evolving.
Huh?
Okay, so name me what I can bring.
1 album, 1 person, 1 food. Okay. And the food is continuous. So if you say pizza, you have a pizza the next day.
Okay.
Basically, that's what I mean.
Well, for the person, like, I have to choose between my girlfriend and my kids.
I mean, yes,
this is evil.
Yes. It sounds a little one-sided. I apologize, but
how about this? Here's my safety answer to that. I take with me a stranger that knows how to get off desert islands so that I can return to my family. And boom, a boom. See how that works?
You solved my equation. God damn it.
And for album, I don't know, because like my favorite album is constantly evolving, but probably something by Ariel Pink. He's a favorite of mine. I don't know though. Like, what album have I listened to like more than any other album that I would never get tired of? I'd get tired of whatever I brought. Something by Coheed, maybe. I don't know. Maybe like the 3rd Coheed album or the 2nd Coheed album, In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth. And a food group. See, now if I'm going to be on this island, for the rest of my life, then I don't care. Like, I'd probably still want to stay in shape. I don't know. Well, because that plays into what I would want. Like maybe if I'm going to be there for the rest of my life and I'm going to die on this island, like, okay, yeah, like wings. You know what I mean? But like, if I'm going to get off the island one day, I want to come home. I want to be fucking cut like a young Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? You ever seen Jesus? He's cut. He's cut.
Well, seeing how you just brought that up, what is your take on religion? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Here we go.
No, but I don't, but I don't care if people do. Like, if you're gonna go ahead and like, just like, don't, like, stop using your fantasy to hurt people. Like, that's the only thing that irks me is like when people are like, yeah, I'm pretty staunchly Christian. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So what, you're giving a lot to charity and oh no, I vote Republican so that people can't get abortions and to make sure gays don't have rights. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, go fuck yourself then. You're not a Christian. You're just a terrible piece of shit person. Like, so
Right.
that's the type of shit I don't like. Like, I don't like what comes along with quote unquote Christianity and religion. Like, you know, and really the one that irks me the most is Christianity, because it's the one that directly affects our lives as Americans the most. Like, even if you look at terrorism, more people are killed in America by white Christian terrorism than they are Islamic terrorism. It just doesn't get covered on the media because it's not a sensational fucking story. It's no surprise when a guy walks into a fucking abortion clinic and fucking tries to blow it up with a propane tank like that guy did in Colorado Springs like 2 years ago. Like, they're committing these acts constantly in the name of Jesus, and it's fucking terrible. But like, you know, I'm kind of like I hate saying I'm an atheist, because like that has like its own stigma attached to it, where it's like when people hear atheist, it's like, oh, so you're one of those guys that fucking argues how God's not real on the internet all day. It's like, nah, I don't do that either. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. I don't think that God affects us in any way. If he's real, he doesn't give a fuck about us. We're just here. So like, you know, whatever. I guess I'm agnostic.
Can I jump in real quick?
Hold up before you do, Lord Chaos. My honest opinion on the Bible, and I don't care who's tuning in and gets pissed, I think it's made up. I think it's a mind control.
Yeah, I've heard you say this before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had this conversation last time I was on, and you were saying it.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Oh, and somebody got off the phone. Somebody was on the line with us, and he got off the phone when you started saying that. He said, I'm going to go. I can't stay on for this anymore.
I can't remember who that was, but yeah,
Okay.
they were pretty pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody in the Midwest. He had a heavy Midwestern accent.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump in. Okay. Now the way that I see that, the way that you are portraying yourself, Demon, is that you're an open-minded person. Okay.
Right.
Stuff like religion and stuff like that really does not affect you. So if you call yourself an atheist, which I'm not saying you did, if you did, then it would somewhat contradict on what you believe in to an extent. You believe that there is some type of spiritual guide out there, but people are just using it too much and stuff like that. And like Snickers sat here and said, he also thinks that the Bible is fake, and also another thing too is, it is fake to control people. That's why it's there. Because if you actually go back in time, okay, to when the supposed Ten Commandments was passed down to Moses on a tablet, only certain people could read that language to an extent who actually had that knowledge. Nowadays, okay, there have been kings and stuff like that from that time era have rewritten the Bible so many times to sit here and control people. If I'm not mistaken, when I think it was King Richard, when he rewrote the Bible, he rewrote it to where it was basically domination over females.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
If I could, I just want to finish. All right.
No.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Hold up. Hold up. Lord Chaos, is your mother up?
Yes, but I want to finish my conversation.
Finish, and then put her on the phone. I got to ask her a question.
What is happening?
Nothing about dildos tonight, but I got a question for your mother. His mom does interviews
What is
with us.
happening?
She interviews.
My mom.
She interviews cam girls and porn stars with us. His mother.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
My mom will sit here and literally blow your mind. If you ask her a sex question, she will go into detail on certain things. Like if somebody asks her, have you ever been to a sex dungeon? Why, yes, I have. This. There's also other types of sex dungeons, so on and so forth.
Oh man.
She's very
fun. That's fun.
But like I was saying, okay, I too believe that the Bible is fake because it's been rewritten way too many times to try and control people. And if you want to sit here and call yourself a real Christian, find the goddamn tablets, learn the fucking language, go by those fucking rules. Okay.
I mean,
because that was hold on. That was technically the first Bible.
yeah, it was funny because I was reading something the other day about King James, and King James essentially wrote the version of the Bible that most Christians use today, and he was flamboyantly gay. King James kept young boys around for his amusement, and basically, when he was writing the Bible, to make the Christian scribes happy, who he was writing this Bible for, he added all the stuff about killing sodomites and all that shit to the Bible, so to make them happy, because they were pissed off that this very obviously gay man was writing the Bible. So the Bible that all these Christians used to actually condemn homosexuality was written by just a flamingly just a man that just fucking loved the cock. He was just a big fan. And, so the Christians are reading his words. And he just made up all that shit about not liking sodomites because, he had to.
So,
Of course, nobody.
Lord Chaos, go get your mother. I got a question for her.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Oh Christ! What is happening?
She'll talk
we have
politics.
moms.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey,
DJ Mama's Boy's Milk makes his cookies in our commercial.
Huh. Wow.
What in the hell is he doing over there?
Hello.
Hey, Kinky Chaos, how you doing tonight?
Thank you.
We got JJ Demon on the line tonight, and we're talking about
Hi, Mom.
God. I want your opinion on the whole God subject in the Bible.
Oh, awesome. This is one of my favorite subjects. So, my opinion is this. I have done research on this. What we call the Bible today is not what was originally written. There are missing chapters, a lot of them, and it was mistranslated. One of the worst problems is it was mistranslated by a misogynistic, selfish, egotistical king who said, you're not going to put that in, you're going to put in my translation. That's what we have.
Right.
So, on the other subject, remember what we're supposed to auction off? Would you like to ask the artist on the phone now about that?
Awesome. So I haven't got all of it set up yet, but we have coming up one of our previous interviewees that I have a glow-in-the-dark dildo that she's going
Cool.
and that we are going to do some special pictures with and do some special effects with, and then we're going to auction it.
Huh.
Viewers.
Okay.
So let's add that to wherever you have your site and let them know that this is coming up.
Okay. Cool. So we have a glow-in-the-dark dildo. Now, what are the other features of this dildo?
She wants to know if you'll
I want to
sign
know.
it. She wants to know if you'll sign it so she can auction it off.
Will I sign the dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I just feel like the shipping to get that to me and back to wherever it needs to be is just going to be more of a hassle than it's worth. You're not going to bring in anything for a JJ Demon autographed sex toy.
Oh, I'm going to have a lot of people sign this. A lot of people.
Well, I'm sure if it was all, if the shipping and all was taken care of and it showed up at my door, absolutely, I'd take a Sharpie to that bad boy. I'd kiss it on its head as well. That's right.
She forgot to tell you
I'm
where
not
the
shy.
money's going to for the dildo.
What's it going to?
Oh, correct. I do apologize. So we've already decided that any funds that come in for this auction, this raffle that we're doing, is going to go for hurricane survivors and things to get their lives back together again. So this is not just for fun. This does have a very serious and important eventuality.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any way that I could help, I sure would.
JJ Demon's like, what the hell did I get myself into tonight?
I mean,
Hey, when
whatever.
chaos gets on here, I never know what's going to happen.
Not in our show. All right, we're going to cut over to another JJ Demon song. Thank you, Kinky Chaos, for getting on.
Beautiful.
I will hit you up as soon as another cam girl gets a hold of me or porn star. I'm looking. I got a couple in the works.
And of course, that was the one we talked about too. You know, want to get him up there. Okay,
yeah.
beautiful. Peace out.
Whoop, whoop. So, JJ Demon. I almost said DJ again. God damn it. We're gonna play Panic Button. Tell us about this song.
Cool. Well, actually, I'll just give you a little preface, and then when we come back from the song, I'll tell you the full story, because this is the story of how I got kicked off a plane for being too drunk, kicked off of an airplane before it took off. They rescheduled my flight for the following morning. I had spent all the rest of my money on the ticket. I was homeless in Cleveland. Then I got arrested from the lobby of this fucking airport. Went to jail. Still had a bunch of Xannies on me. And I took them and I got out of jail somehow and made it to my flight the next morning. I'll explain how when we come back from the song, but that's what the song is about.
And we are back on Underground Wicked Radio with JJ Demon. So, Lord Chaos, go ahead. Take the famous red question, homie.
Okay.
Well,
No.
I was supposed to tell my story about that song.
Oh, yep. He's right. That first.
Okay, fine. Tell your story.
I should probably do that real quick. I'll make it quick, even though I can stretch this story out for a real long time, and I love to do it. But I'm not going to do that tonight, guys. You're welcome. So listen,
dang.
I had, so I'm a alcoholic dipsomaniac that, like, when I drink for a period of time, it becomes like my body needs it. And then when I stop drinking, I have to either be hospitalized, put on benzos, or wean myself off slowly. If I just stop drinking, I could seize up and die. And that's a real thing. A lot of people don't seem to not realize that that's real, but that's an actual thing. I've been sober for like 2 years now. I'm cool. I'm off it. But this was in 2012 or 2013. So I had just gotten out of the hospital, been hospitalized for a week for alcohol withdrawal, delirium tremens. And when I got out of the hospital, I had been evicted from the house that I was in. So I took the last of my money and I bought a plane ticket to Arizona to live with this family that said I could come out there to live. I had nowhere to stay. There was a blizzard in Cleveland at the time. It was a nightmare. So I had also just gotten all the, like a whole script of Xannies. Somebody sent them to me through the mail to the house I was living at. And when somebody brought all my things to the hospital, they were in there in a envelope. So I fill a bunch of water bottles up with vodka because I just got out of the hospital for alcohol withdrawal, but fuck it. I figure I'm just going to start drinking again because my life is over and it's in shambles. So by the time I get on the plane, I'm so fucked up. Like I can't even sit down and not look fucked up. So a stewardess walks right over to me on the plane and says, we're going to have to ask you to get off the plane. You are obviously intoxicated. Your stuff will be waiting for you in the lobby. We'll reschedule a flight, whatever. I'm not going to fight with them. I'm not going to fight with the TSA and end up in Guantanamo fucking Bay. So I say, all right. So I head out to the lobby. I realize my next flight's not till like 6 a.m. the next day. Okay. It's like 1 o'clock. It's like 1 p.m. like the day before. So I have a ton of time and I just have a bag full of water bottles full of vodka. So I'm in the lobby cracking these water bottles, drinking this vodka. I leave my bags sitting somewhere, go outside to smoke a cigarette. I come back in. They're surrounded by fucking TSA and drug dogs and shit. They're telling me, you know, you can't do that anymore. You can't just leave your bags there. Long story short, I don't know what happens, but I come to and I'm in the back of a cop. I don't know what I'm being arrested for, but I'm handcuffed. I'm being taken to the jail. I get to the jail. They're processing me through. I guess they tell me at some point what I'm in there for, but I still don't really remember. It was probably some drunken disorderly, something stupid, something that, you know, it's not a real charge. So I realized though that I'm not going to make my flight the next morning. And I had spent all the money I had. Basically what was going to happen is I'm going to miss this flight. I'm going to be homeless on the streets of Cleveland during a blizzard and have, you know, just know my phone's going to be dead. I'm going to be fucked. So at this point, I realize I'm in this jail cell. I realize I still have 5 Xanny bars, in my underwear, tucked in my underwear, like under my nutsack, that I snuck into this jail. I didn't even realize it. So what I do is, if anyone's familiar with Xannies and how they make you feel, they give you the strength of a man that does not give a fuck about anything. So I break one of these in half and give half of it to the other guy that's in my cell with me, so he'll just fucking chill out and shut up. And then I take 4.5 Xanny bars. I wait for those Xanny bars to hit me, and then I start gagging myself and violently vomiting through the bars of my cell to the point where it's coming through and it's like hitting the guard as he's walking by the cell. So, of course, he's interested in what's going on, wants to know why this is happening. I tell him I'm going through alcohol withdrawal. Now, I know because I have this disease that it's very serious, and people like nurses in jails and prisons are trained to immediately get you help because it can kill you. So, and because I have this, I know of all the symptoms and I know exactly how to act like I am going through alcohol withdrawal. So the guard pulls me out, takes me down to the nurse. The nurse looks at me and I'm doing the whole thing. I know how to like lock up my muscles and make like one shoulder twitch. I know how to like stare off and kind of look like I can't focus on anything. It's one of the things that happens when you're like really having delirium tremens. Like I am going through the whole motions. And this nurse goes, "What is he in here for? When will he be out?" And they're like, "Oh, he'll probably be out 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning," which I can't do. I'm fucked if that happens. She goes, No. This man needs to be in the emergency room right now. Process him all the way through and get a squad car and drop him off there. So basically, that's what happens. They take me, they put me in another cell, like being processed out. I had a scare for a minute where I say to one of the cops as he's walking by, I tell him, I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm getting moved out of here." And the cop goes, "Oh, no, you're not." So I'm like, "Oh, fuck, they're on to me." But then another cop walks up and he's like, No, he's going. He's in serious trouble. We got to get him to the emergency room. So they take me in the emergency room. They drop me off there. I fucking hitch my way back to the fucking, to the airport, and I make it there with an hour to spare. And I make it onto my flight and I get out there to Arizona and I'm fucking, the rest is history, fellas. It was crazy too because I had a layover in Chicago and I almost missed that flight. Like I'm running through the airport and they're calling my name over the speaker and I don't know what gate to go to. At the time I didn't have a smartphone. So I'm just using like a regular dumb cell phone. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I'm just running all over this fucking airport, half still fucking zanied up. And then finally when I got on the plane was from Chicago. This was Cleveland, Chicago. Now I'm in Chicago. I finally get on the plane. I realize this plane's from Chicago to Las Vegas. That's where I had to fly into. So this is like a party plane. So everybody's having a good time. They're having fun. I just passed right the fuck out. I woke up in Las Vegas. It was crazy, dude. It was insane. So long story short, I snuck Xannies into a jail and they helped me get out of the jail. And that's what that song's about.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay. JJ Demon. On Underground Wicked Radio, we have a question that is asked religiously. Okay, it's like a Bible verse to an extent.
Okay.
So the question goes as follows. All right, JJ Demon, have you earned your Red Wing?
Is this where you eat a vagina that's on its period?
Yep.
Or fuck a female on her period?
I mean, I don't know about the eating.
If so, go into detail. Sorry for cutting you off.
I don't really, I don't necessarily remember one specific time of like having sex with a girl on her period, but I have. I know that I have. I never really have shied away from that. I mean, I don't think I've eaten just a savagely bloody vagina. But I definitely have had sex with a girl. I think I remember one time when I was like 18 and I was having sex with this girl and I put my hand on her like back shoulder and my hand just left like a bloody handprint. And that was when I found out she was on her period. It was just like, it was like a crime scene. Like, it was like from like the Tate LaBianca murders. It was just like a bloody handprint right on her back. And I went, oh. It didn't slow me down, though, I don't think.
Well, I'm just going to continue.
Dilemma thought we were asking him gang questions when we asked him that. It was great. He had to go ask his
if he had his Red Wing?
Yeah. Because he's...
Well, actually, it's funny that you say that because I lived with a blood. When I ended up in Arizona after that crazy fucking story, I ended up living with a blood down in Arizona. He was a cool guy, and I never really, I didn't really ever see him do any fucking, gang shit, but he was cool. But yeah, so does that make me a blood?
Right? Kind of.
Am I blooded up, fellas? Am I affiliated?
Sammy,
I mean,
you got any interesting questions you can ask JJ Demon?
Nope, I'm just listening.
You're just listening. Listen to her over there.
I'm just listening to the randomness.
You've been to all kind of shows lately. I've been seeing you go live on Facebook. Fucking ICP,
I've been
Twisted.
to a lot of them. I've been to the Freak Show. Most Tasteless. Yeah.
So I'm going to announce this live on the air because I personally saw some messages. ICP and Twisted, October, doing a show together. We'll leave it at for now. That's all I'm saying. But, JJ Demon, what does your family think of you doing the type of rap that you make?
Well, which members of my family? Like my girlfriend and kids, or my mom and stepdad?
Let's go with your girlfriend and kids. What do they think?
First of all, they're my stepkids, but they're my kids. And my daughter is 10, and I think that she's at that age where stuff's starting to become cool, and I think that she does think it's cool that I rap. But she's not of the age where she listens to it yet or would really understand what I was talking about. And then my stepson is 4, so, he just the other day, I was rehearsing something that I had written, and he was in the room, and it was the first time that he kind of noticed that what rapping is, and that it's a weird way of singing and talking, and he was trying to figure it out, and he was like, "Hey, why are you singing like that?" And I was like, "Oh, he's noticing what this is." I can start to get inside of his mind and warp it towards him being a rapper, and hopefully he's more successful than me. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to plant the seed.
By the way,
That's your girlfriend's
DJ Mama's
no.
boy. DJ Mama's boy. Is Kelly listening?
Fuck you. I'm not too sure. Because I said earlier...
The last interview we did, she said she posted some new photos and wants you to comment on them. We'll leave it at that.
Fuck you.
All right.
Fuck you.
Lord Chaos, take a question.
Okay. Now, this question I'm going to ask is a little... excuse me. It's a little... somewhat sentimental to an extent.
Your questions need so much setup, it's insane. You take so long to get to these questions, Lord Chaos.
Yes,
I mean,
he
it
does.
is a slog, my friend. But I'm happy to slog along with you. Go ahead. Let's launch into this bad boy.
Okay. JJ Demon.
I'm going to say this,
Who would you
JJ
like
Demon.
to collaborate with?
Just think of Beavis and Butthead when he does that laugh.
Fuck
Okay.
you. Okay, like I was saying, JJ Demon, who would you like to
Yes, sir.
collaborate with who is alive and who has passed? So, in other words, say if you want to do Michael Jackson or
Right.
Brotherland Tongue. It's an example.
I think who I would most want to collaborate with Oh, I don't know. Like, if I think I have a good answer for both. Like, because there's for like an artist, there's different reasons you want to collab with people. Like, and there's definitely like a business collab, like a collab you want to do because you know it's gonna take you to another level. And then there's those collabs you want to do just because you admire the person so much and what they do. And I have one that fits both of those, and it's Young Thug. Young Thug is like, there's a certain like rap fan that gets Young Thug and what he does, and those people I will forever and a day be best friends with. I can connect with these people on multiple levels because Young Thug is doing something so brilliant that like it goes over most people's heads, but yet he's still somehow like making money and he's somewhat in the mainstream and you'll hear him occasionally on the radio. So like he would be the number one person that I would want to work with. I just think he's brilliant and he's doing his thing on his own terms. He's not like trying to write pop songs, but his songs are poppy. I just think that that's great. It's brilliant. It's almost like Outkast and Andre, kind of like how they are. Yeah. So like him, like Frank Ocean, people like that, people that are brilliant, but also doing it in the mainstream. They're the greatest.
What about the part to where you would want to collab with someone who has passed? I just want to know.
Can I kill the artist first and then they're dead? Because then my answer is
no. Sorry, JJ, but it's already.
God damn it! They have to already be dead.
Yes.
Hold on. Before I answer this, because I don't really know, so I'm stalling. But also, like, do you ask this question a lot? And part two of my question about your question is the answer always like Biggie and Pac?
Yes and yes. It's mostly
I knew
Biggie and Pac.
Yep.
Of course, I fucking knew it. Well, all right. So here's a curveball for you. I don't want to fucking collab with Biggie or fucking Pac, and I love them both as artists, but that's such a boring fucking answer. What would be a good one? How about Chinks Drugs, who just died recently, who was like in French Montana's crew. He'd be good. Or Stack Bundles. I don't know if you guys remember Stack Bundles, but he was like part of like Dipset, and like you remember him from like the Wavy Gang and Dipset back in the day.
That I do.
He was good. Yeah. Who else died recently that was real good? I mean Prince, but like, you know, I don't know really what we would do
Michael
together.
Jackson. JJ Demon and Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
collab.
but what would that sound like? Like I never really liked any of the like the rap iterations of his songs and stuff. I never really dug that. Like if I'm gonna listen to Michael Jackson, like definitely he has bangers, of course. I mean that's known. But like I don't really want to hear people fucking rapping over them. I don't want to hear like Kanye, you know what I mean, like rapping about like a stripper's bleached asshole like on a fucking Quincy Jones track, you know? But that's just me.
I don't know if you know this, Demon, but
I probably do. I'm very smart.
Yeah, you probably do. Michael, from what I understand, Michael Jackson was a perfectionist. So even if he does a rap song, like you were saying that you don't like that he did, he's always like, no, I want it this way. No.
Oh, really? Really, way. Lord Chaos? Oh, really, Lord Chaos? That's a curveball. So you're saying the guy that made the most perfect album of all time and has sold more records than anyone in history, you're saying that he's a perfectionist? You go ahead and you get right out of town, Lord Chaos. Now you're talking out of school, because I don't believe you. That's
No, I'm actually telling the truth.
Right.
That's scary.
No, it's
That's
not.
scary part.
No,
I'm
it's
telling
not.
the truth.
That's the curveball.
Shut up, punk.
All right, we need to cut over to another song.
Then I would look dumb.
We're going to cut over to English Lit by JJ Demon.
English Lit?
Tell us about this. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. This is just, well, first of all, the album I'm about to release is called Spirit Cooking. But it was originally supposed to be called English Lit. But just basically because I thought that was a cool fucking name. But then the election happened, and everything changed, and the rage inside of me was re-stoked, and I was fucking angry at the world again. So, so I ended up doing spirit cooking, but it was originally going to be called English Lit. And this song I talk a lot about, politics and the election and stuff, but I do it in, like, the whole song's the same rhyme scheme. I play around with different flows. I keep bringing it back to, like, a sort of pseudo chorus. It's just this sort of kind of a fun song. Like, you don't have to care about the politics to fucking like it. It's just sort of crazy, all kinds of different deliveries and shit. So, yeah.
We'll be back after this. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I answered on the air.
We're live on Underground Wicked Radio. Still interviewing DJ.
Bitch.
Oh, damn it. JJ Demon.
Right,
go ahead.
JJ Demon, you fucker. No, wait, I was asking where everybody on the line is from. Because now you told me Lord Chaos, he's in Georgia, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the Georgia area.
Okay. Wait, were you born and raised there?
I was born and raised in Florida.
Okay. I guess, yeah, you kind of do have a little bit of that, like, outlaw Florida kind of accent to your voice. So I'm interested in accent. Now, DJ Candy Bar, you're from, like, you're from the Midwest, right?
Nope, New York by Canada. I like to say a lot, you know.
Oh, that's right.
I moved down south,
That's why you
man.
have a Candy Bar.
Everyone's like, you from Canada? I'm like, a?
Yeah.
Now,
and then
I'm gonna jump in real quick. All right, Demon, that was funny. DJ Candy Bar. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but I did.
Yeah, DJ Candy Bar.
Shaggy
Well, also because his name, you got to be careful because his name sounds like a racial slur. You know what I mean? you got a bunch of white, mostly male, hip hop fans on a radio show. We got to be careful what kind of words we're throwing around. We don't want to give anyone the wrong impression of what this is here. You know what I mean? The Juggalo March happened, but there was a Trump march. There's a Trump march going on at the same time, fellas. Same time.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And the sad part is...
That was a scary aspect.
Hold up. The
but
sad
you know what's
part
crazy
is
now?
The Juggalo March got more coverage than the Trump.
Well, the Juggalo March dwarfed the Trump March, dude. Dude, the Trump March only had 150 people at it total.
Damn.
Nobody fucking came out. He's the sitting president, and that was in Washington, D.C. And the sitting president, he's never had a president that has had such little fucking support from the American people in the history of this country. Like, we're talking about, like, even George W. Bush, after he let all those people die in Katrina, he still, like, could have a rally and people would show up. Like, people just do not give a fuck about Trump. Like, and if you look at pictures of the Juggalo March versus the Trump March, the Juggalo March, the entire mall was set aside for the the Trump March, and the people that were throwing it, it's called the mother of all rallies. The people that were throwing it told the city of Washington D.C. there would be 2 million people there. So the entire Washington lawn was set aside for that, and there was nobody there. It was literally like the staff showed up for the rally. Like, nobody was there. The Juggalo March had like 3,000 people in attendance. Like, it dwarfed the shit out of the fucking Trump March. That's amazing.
We got lost in the march and we went over by the Trump March, and oh my god, nobody was there.
It was embarrassing.
I was like, this isn't us because it says Trump.
When I came over, wait, where? Oh, this is the Trump March.
Are you? You know what the thing is? Like, yeah, the Juggalo March was an opposition to the Trump March, because the people that are supporting Trump are fascists. Like, they're people that are like, yes, we support the man that wants to, jail fucking immigrants without a trial and jail protesters without a trial. We support a fascist. So that was a fascist rally, like a guy that will defend Nazis and white supremacists mowing people down in the street just for opposing him. And then the Juggalo March was an anti-fascist march. So really, there was two competing marches going on at the same time, and the Juggalo March way fucking blew the Trump March out of the water. It wasn't even close. Yeah. So I'm proud of that.
You
That's awesome.
You sat here and said there was like 150 for the Trump, over 3,000 for the Juggalo March. Yeah, we kind of like literally tipped the scale in our favor, and Lady Justice has one side Trump, the other side Juggalo March, all the way up towards the air.
Right.
Or vice versa, I should say.
I'm not going to lie, man.
Yeah.
I really thought the Juggalo March was going to turn into a nightmare for us. All the fam did a good fucking
I'm glad
job
it didn't.
on this. I am very glad.
That's what we were afraid of. We didn't want to go because of all that.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, and you know what?
I wanted to go. I
now,
wanted to go, but I was afraid to go to an extent.
I spent all day on a private Juggalo family Facebook group that I got added to a couple months ago, and I posted, "Good luck to everybody at the Juggalo March today. Just wanted to let everybody know the Democratic Socialists and the anti-fascists are walking with you in solidarity today. We support your cause." Dude, you would have thought that I posted death to America on this page. I got these motherfucking right-wing, insane juggalos. Now, I don't even know how they're juggalos because I went on their pages. I didn't see any sign of that. I just saw, it just had right-wing people just coming at me nonstop all day, telling me to get out of the country. I'm an anti-American piece of shit, calling me every fucking name in the book, every kind of homophobic slur, this and that, the N-word a couple of times. Dude, and I'm just like, this is not the juggalos that I know. Like these, and they were bringing that up with me. They were going, "Yeah, you're probably used to hanging out with these young libtard juggalos. They're all moving towards the left and leftism, but the real juggalos, we're Trump supporters. We're blah blah." And I'm just like, man, all right, well, look, I just came here, and literally, I never engaged with them negatively. All day I just went, look, I came here not to fight with anyone, not to argue, not to push my beliefs on you, just to say I support your cause. Literally, these guys are going, "We don't fucking want your support. Take your support and shove it up your gay ass." All this shit. Dude. And I, like, literally, there was a couple times where I was like, maybe I should just delete this post because it's just stressing me out to have to deal with these guys all day. But I never did. I stayed there. I stayed on it. I kept preaching my message of peace. And I kept explaining to them, I don't know what you've been told by your Fox News and your fucking InfoWars and your Breitbart and all that bullshit. Antifa is not a hate group. They're not violent. They're there right now at the march, marching with the juggalos. I even posted pictures that my socialist friends that were there were sending me of Antifa holding up whoop whoop signs and, you know, all that shit. And these motherfuckers are still going, if I was there at that march, I'd yank that fucking flag away from them, smack those masks off their face. Like all this bullshit. And so that's what I was dealing with the day of the march.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to step in.
Fake juggalos right there, man. We don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to step in and sit here and say this. I think we have 3 old school juggalos on the phone that I know of. I know me and Snickers are old school juggalos. He's been down since 89. I've been down since
1989. I've been listening to ICP.
Jesus Christ. They've been around that long?
Dude, hold up. I have interviewed close to 7,000 underground artists. So far, one artist has got this question right. What was ICP's first rap name and first album they put out? Let's see if you can guess it.
Inner City Posse.
Wrong.
Right?
Already wrong. First rap name.
Because you guys know I wouldn't know. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not even from that world. I'm just guessing.
I
but
gotta
like
bust your
for
balls.
someone that doesn't know
That's
someone
good,
that doesn't
though.
know shit, that was probably
That's everyone's guess, though.
What?
1992.
Right.
Wrong. 1989.
Yeah, I don't know.
They put out a cassette tape. There's 3 of them. They were the JJ Brothers.
What?
Yep.
They were ripping me off before I was even me, dog.
Oh, yeah. JJ Brothers.
Fucking stealing motherfuckers are stealing my ideas before I even think of them. The fuck, dude?
But like I was saying, okay, that, like I said, that I know of, okay, we have about 3 old school juggalos, okay, online.
Yeah.
And not one of us would sit here and say what you went through, basically, with the other juggalos. Those juggalos are not juggalos. They're juggalos.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was I was going to say that as a joke. You said it seriously.
Yep.
No, literally.
Juggalo. Yeah.
That's what they're calling
Dude.
it. They're not really down with the fam. Okay.
The one guy that I was talking to was literally like threatening me. He was literally saying, like, I even told him, I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm going on a Juggalo radio show Monday night to talk about this. And he goes, oh yeah, you better not go on there and preach your socialism bullshit, because real Juggalos, we won't stand for that shit. Somebody might pull up at your house, show you what the fuck, like all this bullshit.
Wow.
And yeah, literally. And then when I like pointed out, I was like, so you're threatening me for my beliefs, which you literally just said a couple comments ago is not what Juggalos are about. You're accepting of everyone's beliefs, but now you're threatening me for my beliefs. So, you know, I had to screenshot that real quick. And then he comes on, oh man, you ain't worth going to jail for, whatever, do what you want to do. I guess Juggalos just ain't what they used to be, just a bunch of pussies now, like, which is like,
and that's
all because it's something he doesn't understand.
That's the motherfucker right there that gives us a bad name. Fake motherfuckers like that.
That is a fucking
no, it really is. You know what?
Okay,
and people
no lie. That is a juggaho. Okay, like I said, a juggaho is basically someone who does not follow the family, but pretends to be a part of the family. Okay,
right.
If they are real juggalos, okay, right. You just sat here and said it perfectly. All right, and one of your comments, not one of your comments, but one of your topics that you were talking about on the radio. Real juggalos don't give a fuck about what another person believes in, to an extent. Does not give a shit about their fucking religion. If they sit here and they start pulling some bullshit like what you had to go through with the what you were doing on that Facebook page, they would not sit here and downgrade you for not being a juggalo or whatever. They would not downgrade you at all. They would sit here and be like, thanks, homie. Whoop, whoop, by the way. Much clown love, even though you're not fam.
Exactly.
But much clown love, thanks for the support, so on and so forth. The juggalos that you went through, okay, when the Juggalo March was going through, that's a juggalo. That is a juggalo. He's listening. Fuck you, you punk ass bitch. Okay?
All right, Lord Chaos. We gotta ask him questions, man. We gotta get back to the interview. I'm gonna ask.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me say this. I'm a little bit like JJ Demon when I get to a topic. I noticed.
You rambled as bad as a girl, man. Are you ragging it? Are you ragging it?
No, Kelly, I think you are.
Kelly,
let's go check your butt plug.
Is your old lady ragging it, and you're like picking up her fucking what do they call that? EPS?
No,
EPS.
I can't even say it tonight.
PMS.
Yes, PMS.
Yeah, not PMS.
What's EPS?
The sixth. Like he's feeling her pain. He's picking up her emotions.
Oh yeah.
There we go. ESP.
Like stigmata.
Yeah.
You're getting her menstrual stigmata.
Yep.
Stigmata is like when you have the Jesus wounds.
All right, so back to some questions. So, JJ Demon.
Check your butt plug, Snickers.
JJ Demon, what is your favorite song you have ever made? Besides the phone song.
Well, when I get asked that, I like to go album by album. Like, my first album, Friday Night Alone, is my favorite song, which I can still listen to and get something from, especially since it's about universal health care, and it's more relevant now than it was in 2009 when I wrote it. So, yeah, Friday Night Alone was my first album. I don't really know about my second album. I like the song The Rain off my second album, which is for free on DatPiff. It's called Live Backwards. Just search JJ Demon, you'll find it. I like Here Be Dragons off of Splish, which was my last album. And my new album, I don't know. Crowley's really good. Yellow Nautica, I like more and more every time I hear it. Death Race, I don't know. My new album's so good. And I just wrote a song today for my new album that'll be the last one I record. That'll have Mike Stewart on it. You like him?
Yes, I do.
Mike Stewart, cool. I can do that. If you want to have him on, I could talk to him. Like, he would definitely come on, I bet.
I would definitely like to get him on.
Yeah, he's real good. He is definitely one of the best rappers I've ever worked with. And I just wrote a song for me and him today because I listened to my whole album straight through. I realized it needed him on it, and I got another song with Kyle Lucas on it I'm going to record, and then I'm done, and it's coming out. So, but yeah, definitely my new album. I know everybody says this, but my new album is by far the best music I've ever made. It's insane. But if you're looking for like the phone song type stuff, it's obviously not that. But,
no.
you know.
That is for sure. Speaking of songs, and you said Death Race, we're going to cut over to that. Talk about that song first before we do.
Yeah, this song's kind of just like, well, I'm a convicted felon from a armed robbery from years and years ago. Like 10 years ago. You know, I grew up in Philly. I became a junkie at a real young age and was in and out of jail, got involved in crime and shit. So the song is just kind of about how like rappers are like, they love to like talk and pose with their guns on Instagram and in their videos and stuff. But like, if you're a real convicted felon, like that'll get you thrown in prison for a long time for doing that. So it's just kind of about that. It's kind of like a joke on that. It's kind of me like kind of saying like, I can't really do that because I'll go to jail. I'm a convicted felon. I can't have a gun. Like, if I get seen with a gun in a video, like, the cops are going to start looking into my life, and I'll be in jail for a fucking decade. So that's what the song's about.
Speaking of that, what is your take on Slim Jesus that went around viral last year?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's weird bringing that up now because he kind of seems to have faded into the miasma. But, I don't know. I never really minded him. I kind of felt bad for him because it's like, he's not even really trying to fake like he's a gangster. Like, he's talking about it in his songs, but then when you interview him, he literally comes right out and says like, no, I don't do any of this. Like, I just think it's fun to say. And at that point, it's like, leave him alone. Like, he's too easy to pick on. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing I don't like. I don't like bullies. Like, I don't like when you're picking on the easiest person to pick on. Like, I don't like people picking on Lil Yachty and, like, Lil Uzi. Like, who are they bothering? They're not bothering anyone. They're making this goofy kind of rap music that kids like. Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Like, if you want to pick on people, pick on, like, the tough guy gangster rappers that are still, like, trying to make hits with the same flows that, like, went out of style 15 years ago. Like, pick on those guys. Like, pick on people that, like, you know what I mean? Or like can hold their own and are literally coming out and saying like, I am still the best rapper alive. I'm better than all these young rappers. Like, pick on the guy like that with the ego like that. Don't pick on these young guys that are like, I don't care if I'm the best or not. I just want to make fun music. Like, it's too easy to pick on that person. You know what I mean? So
honestly,
yeah,
I didn't have a problem with his music. I tried getting him on for an interview and he was listening in. And at the time, my co-host was Easy606. He was talking shit about him because he lives like 5 miles from his house. So he decided not to get on the radio. But I don't mind his music. But we will be back after Death Race. Whoop whoop. Live. We are back on Underground Wicked Radio. Interviewing JJ Demon. Lord Chaos.
J, the demon. Hey, kids, are you having fun? Yeah. No, but he is as well, because he is plowing me in the ass. I don't know. That's what the guy behind me's doing.
So I have an actual serious question. Is there actually someone behind there? Or are you sitting here talking to Ryuk?
For me?
Yes.
No, nobody's behind me. No, I'm here by myself, actually. My daughter's asleep all the way upstairs, and my girlfriend just left for work. She works nights. Yeah. So I'm
So
just
you-
I'm just in the basement alone with you guys.
Oh boy.
Okay, and don't forget Ryu Death Note. Okay?
Sammy, don't get too excited. You're alone with JJ Demon in the basement.
I mean, wait, what's her name? Tammy?
Sammy. As in,
Sammy.
yep.
What?
Where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm actually from Chicago, but I'm in Cleveland right now.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you say Cleveland earlier. I lived in Cleveland for a while. Yeah, I OD'd in Cleveland twice. But yeah, and I got
Yeah, you went to jail out in Cleveland, so
yeah, I went to jail in Cleveland. Yeah, yeah, it sucked. Actually, I don't really know if it sucked or not. Like all I remember is just a hazy kind of, whatever. But yeah, yeah. I mean, right now. I live in Lancaster, Ohio.
hey, you ain't far. I don't know. I'm not from Ohio.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours away. Yeah, because actually I used to make that drive from down here to up there like all the time. Because I lived here before years ago. Yeah, it's like 3 hours. But yeah, I'm in this small town with my girlfriend Amanda and our kids, and trying to fucking put this album out. And I don't have any fucking money, so I can't shoot any goddamn videos. If anybody wants to help me out in the southern Ohio area, you want to come shoot some videos, let's do it. Let's do it. I have 1 million views on my YouTube page. My Spotify account, on Spotify, I make a couple $100 a month just from plays of my old albums. So I'm getting plays. I have millions of plays on Spotify as well, hundreds of thousands of plays a month. So if anybody wants to get involved in that, and hopefully try to push those plays even higher and get a slice of that pie, hit me the fuck up, because I'm not getting any younger.
JJ
Well, when you
Demon.
plan on doing the videos,
JJ Demon.
What's that?
Why don't you do a fundraiser for a music video?
I don't know. I feel like people are constantly doing this crowdfunding shit to the point where like people are just crowdfunded out. They just don't care anymore. They're not giving. And I don't want to waste the capital that I have now. Like I think if this album does well and puts me in a position where I have like 100,000 new fans afterward, then I would do a crowdfunding sort of thing, because then I feel like I have the goodwill to do that. But right now, the people that are still listening to me are just like barely hanging on, because I haven't released anything in a really long time. Like I took a break. I stopped touring to get sober. Like I had to get sober. I was gonna die. So they're just kind of hanging on, waiting for me to release new stuff. I'm waiting on my record label. I'm still signed to the same record label from fucking 7-8 years ago. So I just kind of, the situation with them is a little bit different, where they don't really have the funds to fund anything up front. So I'm just, kind of in that limbo of like, how these things work in the music industry these days. It's tough. You kind of have to have all the resources yourself. So, and I'm trying to raise a family,
Yeah. No.
Lord Chaos.
Yeah.
Final questions, fam.
Okay. I was going to sit here and jump in and say, hey, since Snickers is slacking, I guess I got to sit here and pick up his too. Lazy ass motherfucker. By the way, leave the fucking peanut butter alone, okay? Easy 606 GIF is not the best out there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Especially for whatever you're using it for. Leave it alone. But anyway. JJ Demon.
Yeah.
I'm going to need 3 things from you. Okay?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Okay. First is a radio drop. Now, with this, you can do 10, 20, 30, 40, however you want to do, as long as it's at least reasonable.
Right.
Second, okay, where they can find your music, like your links and stuff like that. And the third, well, technically there's 4, but I'm not going to ask that 4th one right away. I just want to get 3 of them out of the way. The third one, shout out. Do them in any order. Just let us know when you're going to do the radio drop, so that way Snickerz can sit here and be like, okay, this is the radio drop is, put it out, and put it in rotation.
Do you want to? Why don't we do the radio drops like off the air? Or
okay?
we do? He on?
Now he's slacking.
Well, you're good. We can do the radio drops off the air if you want, and I can cut them later.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do the radio drops. We'll do the radio drops off the air. But as far as where people can find me, like my stuff's on Spotify, Tidal, iTunes. You can find me there. You can find. I have an album on DAT's Hiss that you can download for free. Anywhere that you find music. I also have a side project. I have a couple side projects. One is called Josey Wales. We just released a new song the first time in 7 years. And that's on my YouTube page. Search me on YouTube, and it's all, I released 5, 6 new songs in the last month. One's a solo track, Crowley, which we didn't play yet tonight. One's a track from my Josey Wales side project, and then 4 of them are tracks from my side project called Jerk Store with Dropping a Pop Locket. He makes all the beats, plays all the instruments, raps and sings, and then I rap on the tracks. So yeah, that's all out there that you can go find. Follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter literally all day. Like, I think I'm fucking hilarious on Twitter. So you're going to be dealing with me pretty much joking around all day. But that's my favorite. Twitter is my favorite, social media site. But yeah, I'm on Facebook, obviously, JJ Demon, YouTube, JJ Demon, Instagram, JJ Demon. Just go find me, J, and then the word demon. It's DEMON, lest anyone doesn't know. Yeah, so just go fucking check me out. Like, I have a bunch of different albums out that kind of run the gamut from like my first album was almost like lyrical, like dance pop, that like almost was gothy in a way. It kind of sounds like what a lot of people are making now. But for some reason, I made it 7 years ago and missed the mark. Because if I would have made a funeral disco album today, it probably would be hugely popular. Unfortunately, I don't fucking care about making that kind of music anymore, and I can't be bothered to write it. So now my stuff's moving in more of a dark political trap rap sort of thing, where I talk a lot about, my run-ins with the law and how politics affects, just people on the lower end of society like myself. Into that sort of thing. Fucking give it a listen. So yeah, what else? What else did you want me to do?
Well, since the radio drop's going to be doing off air, okay, there was links, shout outs, and then I'm going to ask this final, which I didn't ask you yet.
Right.
Did you enjoy yourself on Underground Wicked Radio, and would you return? That is the final question that I have.
Yeah, man, I always have a good time. And I think that when we're just kind of like bullshitting, because I hate getting in the weeds of promoting stuff. Like, it just feels like it grinds to a halt and it gets boring, but I know we have to do it. But like, yeah, when we're just bullshitting, it's great, man. I wish there wasn't, like, it kind of sucks that we're all on the phone and there's a delay, because it's hard for really us to get like a real momentum going. But, we're working with what we work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I always like it. I would definitely come back. It's good. It's fun.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, shout out. That's all that you gotta do. That I know of. Some agenda.
My record label, Rebel Life, Coley T, Greasy Jenkins, Ryan Patrick from Josey Wales. from Jerk Store. Jesus Christ, I'm going to forget people. You know how that goes. My girlfriend, Amanda, obviously. My best friend. My kids, fucking Jaden and Jackson. Everybody back in Philly. Was that?
Don't forget us. Don't forget us. As long as
fuck you guys. You can go fuck yourself. Go right ahead and fuck yourself.
Fuck Mama's boy.
Wait.
Like I was saying.
So this is what you do to the artists you have on. You interview them for 3 hours, and then you force them to shout you out. I'm bucking the fucking system. Why do I gotta shout you out? Anyone listening is already listening to your fucking show, asshole. All right?
Exactly.
Chaos or whatever your goddamn name is.
DJ Mama's boy.
No,
DJ
it's Lord
Mama's
Chaos,
boy.
bitch.
DJ Mama's Boy and DJ Candy Bars.
DJ Candy Boy.
Yeah, that's fun. That one actually is fun. That could be your name. You should change it. DJ Candy Bars. It's fun. But yeah, like, and I'm glad that I called in and talked about kind of a serious topic, which is the Juggalo March and the politics therein. And and I hope nobody thinks that I'm like trying to be pushy and be like, oh, you guys should all be socialists. But I mean, seriously, you guys should all be socialists. You really fucking should. Like, the Democratic Party is fucking as a corporatist party. The Republicans are shitty. They're trying to fuck as many poor people as they possibly can. That's what they've always been about. Fuck them. The Democratic Party is almost just as bad because the Democratic Party essentially is going like, oh, yeah, you know how the Republicans want to kill a bunch of poor people and round them up and throw them in jail for the rest of their lives? Well, like, we don't want to do that as much. Like, that's what the Democratic Party's saying. Like, we want to compromise with them. And socialists are going, no, fuck them. We're not compromising at all. We don't want people thrown in jail for fucking crazy prison sentences for doing nothing. We want to make sure that everybody is able to live off the minimum wage. So they want to raise the minimum wage to $15. Like, and the country has the money to pay for all these things. So don't let anybody tell you like, well, how are we going to pay for it? They're going to have to raise tax. No, asshole. First of all, we spend more on defense than the next 10 countries combined. Like, we have the money. We cut it from the defense budget. If we get rid of all the fucking insurance companies, there's no reason there needs to be a middleman between you and your health care. Nobody needs to profit off of your illnesses. There's ways that we can do this, and that's what we're trying to work towards. So if anybody really cares about shit like that, you can check out the DSA, the Democratic Socialists and all that, but you don't have to. You don't have to fucking believe what I believe. Just go listen to my fucking music and shut the hell up, goddammit. Now I'm getting mad. Now I'm getting fucking mad, Candy Bars. All right, Sammy and Candy Bars and Candy Bars and Lord fucking whatever. All right?
DJ Mama's boy.
What's your name? Look, I'm getting pissed. No. But, yeah. So, yeah, man, all that good stuff. But, yeah, I like coming on.
Are we having a JJ Damon who's not pissed no more? Or is he still pissed?
What's that? No, I'm not pissed.
All right, fam. We will be back Thursday night. Lord Chaos.
Wicked D.
There you go.
JJ Demon.
And JJ Demon. Hold up. JJ Demon. I'm going to set
Wait,
up.
hold on.
Hold up. I'm going to set up a Whitney Payton interview. Would you like to be a special co-host that night? And
No.
We'll fuck with her halfway through, and then we'll tell her who you are?
Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know if I want to be a part of like a joke on her. You know what I mean? Like, not that it's like a, not that it's mean spirited, but I don't know if, like, I would rather like talk to her first because it might be awkward. You know what I mean? She's like, oh shit, because we hadn't talked in a while.
Oh wow.
I mean, we Twitter message each other, but like she was supposed to be on the Jerk Store album and like couldn't get her verse together for like a year. And then we just talked again recently and she was like, yeah, I'll do anything you send me. Like, I don't care. You don't have to pay me or anything like that, which is totally fucking cool. But she's like, yeah, I just need to take time with it. So like, that's really all we've talked about. Like, we haven't really talked like on a friend level. She's busy as shit. She shot way past me, dude. When I did that song with her, I was the bigger artist at the time. She has fucking soared past me. She's like legitimately on the map now. Like,
she's blown up, man. I gotta get.
She was just on tour with ICP.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Not ICP. Twisted.
I believe it was Twisted or Twisted. Yeah, I know I saw her.
She was on an ICP album, like.
All right, who's playing with pot and pans in the background?
I'm sorry, I'm clean.
All right, fam, we're gonna hop off here, and we'll be back.
Hold on.
Thursday
Before
night.
we go.
DJ Mama's.
Okay, hold on. Before we go.
Hey,
Fuck you. No, it's not DJ Mama's voice, Lord Chaos, okay? Get it right. And also another thing, too. It's not JJ Demon, it's DJ Demon.
No! Era, DJ Demon, era, right? Is that right? Is that my job? Can that be my job?
There we go. All right, we'll be back Thursday.
There's not another white rapper that does that, right? No other white rapper makes his name and then does a fucking dumb DJ sound. There's no white rapper that does chicka. That doesn't exist, right?
There's thousands of them, man. Like token hip hop. What do you think of token hip hop?
What's that? Are we still on the air?
Oh, we're still on the air. Token hip hop. What do you think of him?
What's token hip hop? I don't know what that is.
You don't know who token hip hop is?
Oh, wait. Is he the white guy that's like a super duper rapper that's fucking crazy lyrical and there's all the Facebook videos of him and shit?
Nope.
What is he?
He's 17 years old, man. He fucking blows Eminem away. I interviewed him 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. No, a year and a half ago.
I know who you're talking about.
Good guy. Good kid.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's like getting shine and stuff. It's just not my thing. Like I used to like hip hop like that when I was younger, but like I don't know. It's not my thing. It's just I don't like that kind of try hard.
Too mainstream.
I don't like try hard hip hop.
Right.
Like it's like I don't like hip hop where it's like like it's a person with no experiences that's just like sitting in his room trying his hardest to write the most difficult rhymes he can. Like that to me is a very juvenile like way to go about music, where it's like, well, I don't have any real experiences and I can't share any actual like emotions with people, so I'm just gonna like write the most intricate rhyme I possibly can, which is like any nerd can do that and then master the way to flow it right. And I'm not saying that he does that. I'm just saying like that kind of hip hop really doesn't do anything for me. It's like how I used to rap when I was like 15, and it's just like, it doesn't move me really. But there's definitely an audience for it. I'm glad he found his audience and all. You know,
younger generation,
I'm not trying to talk shit on him.
Younger generation.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. All right, fam. We'll be back Thursday night interviewing Wicked D.
Peace.
All right. Whoop. Radio drops. We're off the air.
All right. What do I say?
Whatever you want. Like last time. This is DGA. You're listening to Underground Wicked Radio. This is JJ Demon with DJ Mama's Boy and DJ
Lord Cass. And DJ.
All right, ready?
Yep. Hold up, Lord Cass. Go for it.
All right, you fucks. Listen, you're tuning in right now to Underground Wicked Radio. You're here with DJ motherfucking Candy Bars. You're here with the other DJ motherfucking Mama's Boy. I'm JJ Demon. I pop in every now and again to slap you upside your goddamn head till your fucking ears ring. You hear me? Do you hear me, you punk sissy motherfucker? My God, if I could reach through these speakers right now, I swear to fucking Christ, I would grab you by the asshole and stretch it over the top of your fucking head. Oh, God, you're sexy.
There's one. 3 more.
Okay. 3 more. All right. Hey, guys. What's happening? JJ Demon here. What's that? What am I listening to? Well, it's Friday night, so it could only be one thing. It's got to be djsnickerz and Lord Chaos on the ones and twos with Underground Wicked Radio. That's right, kids. we're getting our freak on, and we're wet as hell about it.
There's one more.
Okay.
Mention
all right.
DJ Mama's boy's glow-in-the-dark dildo. His mother.
DJ Mama's boy glow-in-the-dark dildo?
Yep.
All right. It's 5 past the hour here on Underground Wicked Radio. We're still doing that raffle for DJ Mama's boy's Mama's glow-in-the-dark dildo signed by a one Josey Demon. We'll be back. Underground Wicked Radio.
I can't wait.
Oh, hell no.
I am just in my basement, just going fucking absolutely nuts. Like, if anyone's just watching me, if the CIA is like watching me through my television right now, they're like gonna send in the men with the fucking nets to grab me up.
What the fuck is going on? Two more.
Two. All right. I'll do.
Hold on.
Do it,
Hold on.
DJ Mama
Apparently-
Boy's cookies commercial.
No, stop. Hold on. Apparently we're still live.
Shh. Will you hush over there?
Whatever.
He's not supposed to know that.
God damn it. All right, whatever. I don't care.
No, because my girl is tuned in and she's laughing her ass off.
No, see, because now I know, and now I know there's people listening. I was just cutting loose. All right, well, I guess I got to cut loose regardless. But I was gonna do a normal one this time anyway. All right, what did you want me to say? What's this next one?
Something about DJ Mama Boy's cookies.
Okay. What about the cookies?
Made straight from DJ Mama Boy's milk. Mother's milk.
DJ Mama's boy's mother's milk?
Yup.
All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? JJ Demon here, from Philadelphia. Look, I gotta level with you. I'm supposed to tell you about DJ Mama's boy and his mom's milk or something, or cookies. Look, I don't know what the fuck's going on, okay? I just drank a fishbowl full of my own urine, all right? And I don't know if you know anything about the human body, but what that will do to a man. Oh boy, it is frightening. But anyways, look, I'm here with Underground Wicked Radio, djsnickerz. I call him DJ Candy Bar, but that's because we're pals, all right? And what I'm going to need you to do is tune in as much as possible, okay? Because listen, he's got to keep the lights on around here, and he has a vicious peanut butter habit. I mean, this guy goes through several jars a day. I don't know what he's doing with them. All I know is he closes himself in a room for a while with his cats, and when the door opens, there is empty peanut butter jars everywhere. All right, anyways, JJ Demon here. Check me out on all your social media sites. I like killing people.
Holy fuck, man. I can't wait to cut these. One more.
All right.
You should
I like that last one.
You should do one for DJ Mama's boy losing girlfriends over video games.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh. Gamergate?
Yep, there we go.
What's going on, folks? I'm JJ Demon here. I came here to talk to you about Underground Wicked Radio. It's got djsnickerz, DJ Candy Bar is what I call him. It's cute. But also, there's another guy on there, Lord Chaos, or AKA, he likes to be called DJ Mama's boy. I try not to call him that because I feel like it's belittling. You know what I mean? But he likes it. So call him DJ Mama's boy by all means, because he responds to it. But you know, I'm worried about him because he cannot seem to hold on to a girlfriend, and I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I'm not sure if it's because his mom is always trying to get you to autograph her dildos, or if it's because of all this goddamn gaming that he does. And I'm talking about gaming. I mean, this man, I think the other night, the new Fallout game, came out 2 weeks ago. He literally hasn't left his couch. It smells of urine in there. It is disgusting. But seriously. So, but he's on the radio from time to time. He can do that while he games. But But I just kind of wanted to reach out and see if there's any girls that were into that sort of thing. Do you want just a guy that sits on his couch all day, playing video games, pissing himself, liking to be called DJ Mama's Boy? Because if you do, man, have I got the guy for you. Anyways, Underground Wicked Radio, JJ Demon, I love you. You love me. We're a Manson family.
Holy fuck. There you go, Mama's Boy.
This is long.
You were supposed to tell him we're live, you fucker. I wanted him to do the drop when the fan tuned in. That's great.
Hey, you know what? It worked out either way, okay?
It did. I still did them. Yeah, it's probably better I didn't know for the first three, though. Those are my craziest ones.
Yes, they were. All right.
I like the second one that you did. The second one that you did, that one was funny with the fucking multiple jars of peanut butter and the cat.
Yeah.
It's not really the cat, it's the dog. But
close
well,
enough.
Whatever.
You want to do another one?
I don't know, man. I think I'm all improv'd out. I don't know how much more improv I can do.
Hold up. How many songs did you send me? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I sent.
We need one more. We got 5 songs.
Hold on. I have one for you, Demon. And if you don't mind, do like a political version of a radio drop.
I like that.
Okay. All right, you fucks. JJ Demon here. Anti-fascist. Not in Antifa. Don't add me to none of your fucking Nazi lists. Representing the Democratic Socialists of America. And I'm also here to say whoop, motherfucking whoop. The Juggalo March, which is dwarfed the fucking Trump March, made those motherfuckers look like pussies, which they are. You gotta be to be that into fucking Trump. Still, at this point, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, I'm not trying to piss anybody off that is into him. I don't know. Maybe that's your thing. But you're listening to Underground Wicked Radio. We got DJ Snickers. We got Lord Chaos, DJ Mama's Boy, and DJ Candy Bar. And I'm JJ Demon. And look, I mean, hey, let's tee it up and fuck it off, right? Why not?
Oh, man, I can't wait to cut these later. I'm not going to bed tonight. I'm going to be making fucking radio drops. I'm going to go into work and try cooking a hamburger tomorrow. That shit's going to be fucking black. All right. Thank you, homie.
All right.
JJ Demon.
Cool, man. This was fun. Yeah, we'll do this again soon.
Definitely. Drop the name of the album, when it's coming out, and links again.
What, for like a drop sort of thing?
Nope, just for you, for people to find you.
Oh yeah, I'm still on the air. That's right.
Your upcoming album.
Your upcoming album.
Drop that info.
Well, my new album's called Spirit Cooking. I don't have an exact date when it's going to be out because I still have another session left, but it's going to be out as soon as possible before the end of the year. I have a bunch of songs out right now that are on YouTube. They'll be on Spotify shortly. So just go search JJ Demon on YouTube and you know, subscribe to my channel. That way you get them right away. Or check me out on Spotify, cause I'm still eating off Spotify. Or hit me up for collabs. My prices are really, respectably decent. And, you'll help put clothes on my kids' back. You know? So that's all good. Yeah, but just check me out on all the social media sites. You know what to type in. JJ Demon. And I love you, and I promise to always love you.
It's DJ Demon. Get it right. DJ
Demon.
DJ Demon. No, you're going to confuse people, because people don't know who the fuck I am, and then they're going to go looking for a fucking DJ.
I wonder.
You can blame Snickers.
I wonder if there's...
You can blame Snickers or the candy bar.
Holy shit. I Googled it. There's a DJ Demon.
Of course there is. There's a DJ everything. There's like a DJ there. I bet you there's a DJ Mama's Boy. I bet you there's a DJ Mama's Boy.
But the sad part is, DJ Demon, he's only got 213 subscribers on YouTube. But he's got 205 videos.
I got 12,000.
Oh, he sucks.
Yeah.
All right, fam. We'll be back Thursday night.
All right, man.
Interviewing Lord Chaos,
Wicked D, you dipshit.
Hey, I'm making sure you check your homework, fam. All right, fam. Have a good night. Whoop, whoop.